Welcome to our ADP's Training and Development tutorial for managers and supervisors. We will go over the step-by-step process for time card editing. Let's get started. We will go over history, practice, and benefits. Up until now, timekeeping for your team's hours has been done manually by the employee and reviewed by the manager or supervisor at pay period end. To make timekeeping efficient and cost-effective, we are now going to use ADP Workforce Now's time and attendance. Each employee, hourly or salaried, will have a time card. Hourly employees will be using a clock to clock in and out during their shifts. The time card will also be where any requests for time off are recorded for both hourly and salaried employees. Best practices for you, the manager or supervisor, to review time cards at least once per week for any missing punches, missing meal breaks, or no hours recorded. The benefits are you will see your team's hours on a daily basis and keep track of productivity. If someone is working overtime but did not get the proper authorization, if an employee is consistently missing a punch or punches, you can now address the issue in real time. Your labor costs are now available to you on a daily basis or weekly basis. Rules and regulations for hourly employees. You cannot add punches for a missed meal break. It is the law that a 1-hour meal penalty is owed when an employee was not relieved of their duties for his or her meal break. Meal break obligations in California. You cannot employ someone for a work period of more than 5 hours without providing an unpaid off-duty meal period of at least 30 minutes. Meal breaks are to be taken before the 5th hour from the start of their shift, and it is to be a minimum of 30 uninterrupted minutes. Employees are paid minute to minute. Do not edit punches to avoid overtime. Overtime for hourly employees is after 8 hours in a day, 40 hours in a week. Hours used or given for holiday, vacation, sick, or bishop's grace do not count as worked hours for overtime. Double time is after 12 hours in a day and after 8 hours on the 7th consecutive day worked in a work week. The work week is Sunday through Saturday. Getting started with edit steps. To review your team's time cards, please do the following. On the home page, click on My Team, and under Time and Attendance, click on Individual Time Card. Editing a time card. Here is a current time card. Pay period started March 26th, but this employee does not have hours recorded. Supervisor or manager needs to check with the employee as to why there is no time recorded. Once reason is identified, the time needs to be entered, or perhaps time off needs to be entered. Example, if your employee was off and wants to use sick time, you would click on the column labeled Pay Code and pick from the codes available. Sick, and in the hours column, enter 8. Once you enter the pay code and hours, you will click on Save at the bottom of the time card. You are ready to go to the next time card. If an employee does not have a meal break, see April 1st, you need to find out why he or she did not clock out or back in. Did they really work through it or just forgot to use the clock? If they did work and were unable to take at least a 30-minute uninterrupted meal break, then we owe them a 1-hour meal penalty. And please report this to payroll. If there is a missing in or out punch at the start or end of the day, check with the employee and then edit their time card with the correct in or out time. If the employee is missing an in or out punch for their meal break, please check with them before editing to ensure they just forgot or missed an in or out punch. If an employee misses a meal break, please follow the steps below. Click on the left side and choose Add Blank Row. In Pay Code column, choose PDL CHAWD, Meal Penalty Code, and add 1.0 under the Hours column, and then click on Save. This is an example of someone who forgot to punch in from lunch. This is how it looks corrected. You have now edited a time card. At the end of the pay period, you will review the time cards one more time and you will do a final approval for payroll to process. Once you have reviewed the time card and are done with your edits, you will now need to click on the Approve Time Card button. You may also approve it by clicking in the box next to the Approve column on the time card. You have now completed review, edits, and finalization of a time card. This is for each employee's time card. We have completed the ADP trainings and development tutorial for managers and supervisors. Thank you.